We are back in the kitchen now, cooking up Jewish cuisine, but with a unique twist. Micah Siva is the author of Nosh, a plant-forward recipes celebrating modern Jewish cuisine. Micah joins me now with her take on a pastrami sandwich that uses celeriac. How do I say this?
You know, everyone always asks me celeriac.
Celeriac, okay, which is what? Celery root?
It is.
Okay.
It's just a fancy word for it.
It's cool, and it looks odd.
You know, it's not the most beautiful vegetable, and we're
There
not
is no vegetable shaming here, but this guy, all right, well, you know.
But I love how versatile it is, and
Okay.
this is the basis of my pastrami sandwich.
And so that's what we're making, is a vegan pastrami sandwich?
Yes.
I don't even know how that works, but I'm excited. Let's roll up our sleeves and get started. Okay.
Okay.
So how do we get started with our friend the celeriac?
We can call it celery root, no problem. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to roast this.
Okay.
And I'm just going to douse it with some oil.
What kind of oil is that?
This is a vegetable oil, but you can use
Okay.
olive, whatever you want.
Whatever your pleasure. Okay.
Whatever your heart desires, salt and pepper. And it looks like we're putting a lot on there, but this is almost going to form a little crust on.
I was going to
the
say, so
celery
you
root.
just leave it like that, just in its whole ball of
You do.
the root ball.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
So we're going to roast that for about 2.5 hours in the magic of TV.
Yep.
We have one here that's already roasted.
Okay.
So it didn't get better looking, but that's fine.
It certainly didn't. I have to say, but you know what? A potato's not a pretty food either, so.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
what I'm going to get you to do is thinly slice it.
Thinly slice it. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
So this is going to become the almost meat slices of our pastrami sandwich.
Oh, okay. All right.
And we're going to take this sliced celery root or celeriac.
Okay.
And we're going to marinate it for 2 to 24 hours in a marinade using beets,
Okay.
liquid smoke, soy
Ooh,
sauce.
24 hours.
It gets so flavorful. You won't believe what it can become.
Okay.
And spices, and then after that, we roast it again.
You roast it again.
This is
Okay.
this is a labor of love, but I promise you it takes less than
It's worth it. Okay.
It takes less time than making a meat-based pastrami sandwich.
I'm trying here with my. I'm never going to be a celery root butcher, but
You're doing great.
I'm going to try my best.
And luckily, I already have some made up for us, so we don't even have to eat that one. So we'll take that one away,
Okay.
and we will.
we're marinating this
it.
for 24 hours.
Yes, 2
Okay.
to 24.
2 to 24 hours.
So I'll get that out of your
Okay.
way.
2 to 24. I mean, that's kind of a broad spectrum.
It is, but it's a minimum of 2, better if it's 24.
Copy that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So then it looks like this.
Hmm.
So beautiful beet red. It starts to look like pastrami
It looks like
would.
pastrami, kind of.
And it's still just vegetables, which is amazing. So I want you to make your own sandwich today. Because
Copy that. I will. Yes. Okay.
You are the master of your own sandwich destiny.
I love this.
So, I know. I like to be empowering in the kitchen. So we've got some rye bread, of course. So take a couple slices.
Okay.
And if you want cheese, I have some cheese here.
I do.
Grab the
Is there
cheese.
kraut though?
There,
Yeah.
oh,
good.
is there kraut?
I know. What kind of silly question is that? I'm sorry.
What kind of Jewish mom would I be if I
I know
didn't
if you
bring
didn't give
kraut?
me kraut, of course.
You know, and horseradish. I brought
Okay.
that horseradish
Oh,
from
good.
my
I
kitchen
need that. I
in
need
San
that. Okay.
Francisco.
So do I just put that on there now?
Put that on there, yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got some Russian dressing sauce that you can put on, which is classic.
Yes, that's a classic pastrami, Reuben style.
Exactly,
Just gonna-
and this is one of my favorite recipes from my cookbook, Nosh. It's so fun and playful, and it's really just.
Let's talk about it.
It just reminds me of eating at a Jewish deli with my grandfather.
I love that.
And messy sandwiches with juices.
That are this big.
Exactly.
Yep.
Running down your face, feeling quite ill afterwards.
Yeah,
but
well.
enjoying that memory. So this is my ode to my grandfather, Arnold.
Oh, Grandpa Arnold.
Yeah.
I love that.
So you can layer some
Okay, I'll layer
pastrami
some
on
of the
there. We're going
pastrami.
right with your hands. I brought you tongs, but
Oh, I don't care.
we don't care.
I wash these hands. They're clean hands.
This is your sandwich.
This is my sandwich. I am the master of this sandwich.
Exactly. Some kraut, some
Okay.
horseradish.
Some kraut. Hold on. Tell me about the book a little bit more, because I think it's such an interesting. Because you're a dietitian, right?
I am.
So you kind of blended your love for traditional Jewish cuisine with vegan, inspiration, right?
Exactly. So this is the book that I always wish that I had when I stopped eating meat as a 12-year-old. And of course, like any Jewish mother, she freaked out a little. She didn't know what to do with me. And I always felt a little bit left out at Jewish holidays. And for those people who are looking to reduce their meat intake, who don't eat meat, or just trying to have new recipes for the holidays, it's such a nice way to be inclusive at the holiday table as well, especially with Passover coming up.
Right, which you can't eat challah. Like, I bet that's all you ate was challah.
I ate a lot of challah and sad iceberg lettuce salads. So this is full of 100 recipes. 80% are vegan or modifiable to be vegan.
Yeah.
And just a great way to include everyone at the holiday table and try something new.
That's lovely.
And I say if you do eat meat, this is a fabulous book of side dishes for you.
That's awesome. Yeah, so there you go. It doesn't, you don't have to. Okay.
Close it up.
I've got my sandwich.
Put it in the pan.
Okay.
And we are going to sear this.
Okay.
So that it gets nice and toasty, but of course I made you one in advance, just in
and
case.
so there we go. Okay.
Oh, that's messy. She did it.
Oh my God.
So the coriander and the allspice really help simulate the flavor of pastrami.
Yeah, it does.
And it's just such a smoky, rich, and still a little bit fatty from the olive oil.
It is.
It's one of my favorite recipes in Nosh.
And you know what it doesn't have? The stringy fat. Like whenever I order pastrami, I'm like, the leanest you got. This, I don't even have to worry, which I love.
Thank you.
This
I'm
is
so
delicious.
Glad. I'm so glad you love it. And again, just one of the many vegan takes on a Jewish classic. So I've got vegan matzo balls in there.
Oh.
I've got a pulled mushroom and tofu brisket in there, which is great for the holidays. And just
pulled mushroom and tofu brisket. I'm like trying to imagine how that is.
You'll have to have me back.
Yes, we will. All right. Well. And then you have sweets too, right?
I do. So I brought some hamantashen. Purim was just the holiday that passed us most recently. So these are my funfetti vegan hamantashen. I put Nutella in these ones for you today because who doesn't love chocolate?
Agreed.
And then just my one bowl golden challah as well.
So you can make that challah in one bowl?
You can, and it's the quickest challah recipe around. I use olive oil in place of, usually you'll use like a canola or vegetable oil, but I love the yellow and bright color and flavor that olive oil gives to you. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm an instant East kind of gal. No one has time to wait all day. I'm a working mom. So I want this challah in one bowl. I don't want to do the dishes, and I want it to be done in just a matter of a few hours, so I can make it every week.
And so you can eat it and share it with the family all the time.
Exactly.
On Shabbat and... can I ask, how hard is it to make challah? I've never made challah. And you braid it, right?
You do braid it. You don't even have to braid it. I'll give you that. I'll give you a pass there. You can coil it into a little snail. It's actually so easy. It's just, if you don't have a stand mixer, you do need a little bit of muscle, but I feel like you're strong, so you could do it.
I like that she sees the guns.
I do see the guns. And the hardest part is waiting for it to rise.
Okay, is you just gotta wait for it to rise. That's the key.
It is the key, and so typically if you have enough time and a warm spot for it to rise, you are okay.
How's my sandwich doing, by the way?
Your sandwich is looking great.
Okay, you mentioned matzo balls, like all different, like that you could do them vegan.
Yes.
She has several matzo ball recipes. She's got like turmeric vegetable, floater herb. That sounds interesting. Vegan matzo. I mean, there's so many.
I do have an egg-based matzo ball recipe and then a vegan matzo ball recipe as well.
And a fattoush salad.
I've got a little bit of everything. It's so important for me to share the diversity of Jewish food, where it isn't just our deli classics like I made today, but there's food from all over the globe, and because Jewish people live all over the globe, and that was so important for me to share in the cookbook as well.
I mean, there's so many things that are, that I think that we all forget, where the origins come from, that we all have kind of made part of our own. And it's so wonderful that you're sharing so much of this with us in such a way that, again, it's so approachable for so many people. And again, if you eat meat, there's lots of side dishes here. There's latkes, there's everything you need. Thank you so much for sharing this. Mazel tov on the book.
Thank you so much.
This has been an absolute pleasure cooking with you.